So this is going to be pretty damn difficult. They don't have much infantry, they just got a bunch of these Savage Orc Boar Boy Biggins, and just irritating to deal with. We're going to lose a lot of settlements. We're going to have to take them all back again, just because of the Blue Vipers. We should have destroyed them. The only reason I didn't destroy them previously was because the Dark Elves held the main province that they owned, and the main capital settlement of the province that they owned. But we're going to try and do some damage anyway. We're going to have to use the Lothern Sea Guard as like frontline units. There's a little bit of a hill here, so we'll try and make use of it. Going to keep my units pretty tight in formation. Right, meanwhile we'll have these guys sort of sit behind. You have some Silver Helms to try and counter their Orc Boar Boy Biggins, but I don't feel like it's going to work too well. We'll see. We could corner strat, like just literally tuck into the corner here. But I don't know. It just feels scummy. We'll just try and do our best where we are. Cozy Ray in the chat saying I've got to cheese it. Do we cheese it? Shall we cheese it? Gotta find the best corner. Would have been probably the left corner, not this corner. I don't know. I feel like if we corner strat it, we might actually just end up chain routing. Let's see if I can fit this in. If we make it so that we'd have the Spearmen 5 ranks deep, we can have the Lothern Sea Guard on the flanks, like so. And then the 3 units tucked in behind. We got the Great Eagle to sit on top. And then we have our Noble there. But what are we going to do with all this cav? I mean, we can probably use the Illyrian Reaver Archers to kill off a couple of the Savage Orc Boar Boy Biggins if we send them off to the right somewhere. And we might be able to hide somewhere, or at least just run away with some of the Silver Helms. We'll see. Nordhammer says, use your cav or eagle to kite and split the AI. Yeah, I'm going to send my Silver Helms over to the left side. Our Illyrian Reavers, they can kite Savage Orc Boar Boy Biggins for days with skirmish, so we'll let them do that. The only issue is that they do actually have quite a lot of Savage Orc Archer Boys. So I might have to do it manually. I guess that's okay. We can do it manually. We need to stay out of range of the Savage Orc Archer Boys. Now honestly, if they send like a unit of infantry over to deal with the Silver Helms, we can actually win that quite easily. So far, Illyrian Reaver Archer is actually doing Pretty decent job. A little bit worried about all of those archers that we're going to have to deal with. Let's maybe have our Great Eagle go help out with the infantry there. Let's see. Yeah. I'm probably going to have some of these Silver Helms run one way, so we'll have some run the other way, and we'll try and get like a surrounding take on to the Savage Orc Boarboy Biggins. If we slam it from one side and then the other side, we can probably hit them in the back with the Illyrian Reaver Archers as well, which would be quite funny. And we have the Great Eagle coming over. I think it's time to go for the Hammer and Anvil there. And we're going to break off of those Silver Helms. Right, the Illyrian Reaver Archers should be able to just kite the Savage Orc Boarboy Biggins. Right, with that engagement happening, we're going to turn around, slam into the back of them. Good stuff. Right, what's happening over here? Archers pouring away. That's fine, we've crushed these guys pretty hard. We don't want to speed up. Let's try and get out of there. We don't want to have an engagement occur. It's not on our terms. Got to avoid these Savage Orc Archer boys as well. Let's get out of here. I got the Eagle in there just to sort of hold them up. Gonna have the Silver Helms count them around. What's happening up here? We actually have a couple of the Savage Orc Biggins running away. We need to target their archers with our archers. That's something that needs to happen. Because otherwise we're going to take a ton of damage there. As for up here, the Eagle's actually doing quite a lot of damage. Gotta be careful that these guys don't get surrounded, so I might move them out to the right side. I'm tempted to like split these guys, see which ones they chase. Because then the other one can sort of sweep round and come in for a rear charge onto an engagement, which would be good. Yeah, let's try and charge down these Savage Orc Boarboy Biggins. Over here, the Orc Boarboys are charging into my front line. The archers are actually doing a pretty decent job now, which is good. I might have my Noble stand in front and maybe he can sponge some of the charges. Right, we're going to probably do the same with those Savage Orc Boarboys. Try and charge down these guys. Yeah, we did a nice amount of damage there. That's good. Okay, our front line's kind of falling apart. A lot of their archers are running away though, which is nice. I'm probably going to have to turn off... I already turned off Skirmish, didn't I? Alright, so that's good. Let's target the Savage Orc Boarboys then. And we might be able to make this work. It looks like we kind of routed that back right area. It's just here that we got to be careful. I might get charged into the back by those guys, so we're going to break off. I might even charge down these guys. Get into the Savage Orc board, but begins there. How are we doing for the archers here? We need to keep targeting these. Otherwise they're just going to come back and do more damage. Okay. We're running down the Savage Orc Archer boys. We're going to charge them. Do quite a lot of damage there. We're going to have these Silver Helms come into the back of the Savage Orc Biggins. And honestly, we can probably just keep kiting them around. Right, they're gone. Pretty much. Cool. How are we doing over here? Those archers are pretty much gone now. We need to target those ones and those ones. We need to target these guys. And those archers there. Cool. Well, this has actually been pretty damn good. We're going to run down the rest of these Savage Orc Archer boys now we're not being chased by the Savage Orc or boy Biggins, or just the Biggins in general. Oh, we've been charged into the back there by those Savage Orc boy Biggins, which isn't good. Right, we got rid of those guys. And I think that's a chain route. I think we've done it. Bye, Joe. I think we did it. Oh, man. That was nice. Props to you guys in the chat there for helping me out with that one. Giving me the ideas that I needed in order to win that one. I kind of felt like we'd just lost that settlement, but it looks like we might actually get the walls done there now. I didn't cancel the walls, so they will end up getting built, which is quite something. Wow. Okay. Fantastic. No shame in war, says Cozy Ray. Corner strap for the win, says Immortal. Robert Schmitty. Good old Schmitty there. So we will just run them down, get them all off, and hopefully they won't come back anytime soon. Bravo. Oh, that was intense. Our Illyrian Reaver archers actually ended up using up all their ammunition. If we can catch up to these Savage Orc Archer boys, then that'd be good, but no, that's gonna be it. We'll end the battle there for a heroic victory. 330 losses, 1,095 for the enemy. The spearmen actually holding the line for that entire fight. They didn't actually run away, which was insane. Good stuff indeed. That's how we win campaigns, boys. Get in those battles. That's all you need. Some seriously high kills there for Illyrian Reaver archers. I don't often see that because generally they're pretty damn bad. We're going to have to take the ransom captives there, I think, because that will give us a lot extra cash, which is quite nice. The Blue Vipers, they're just going to be chilling near that settlement. They could try and attack it again, but I think they would lose. Warhammer saying having an actual lord in a garrison fight makes a lot of difference. It most certainly does. Like if I had a garrison or a lord in that garrison fight previously, I feel like we could have done a lot more damage. But it's crazy how I'm kind of needing heroic victories in order to not be completely beaten in this campaign, because that is not the first heroic victory that we've had. North One still completely devastated by the invaders. I feel like Lothern is on its last legs, honestly. Ubiotl gonna be under siege. You can dance. We don't want minus 50% from trade income. That's really bad. It's the only one that gives us extra influence though. I guess we could get the Thracian scout. We'll just go to the dance there. Cool. Fireborn nature complete. Extra weapon strength for Phoenix and Dragon units. And imminent rebellion in the jungles of Green Mist. So that's going to be at the Wellsprings of Eternity. Wellsprings doesn't have a wall there yet, so that kind of sucks. Alright, since that wall is going to end up getting finished, I may as well build the plaza there now and upgrade this to the Elven Fairground. That's good, because it kind of delays the Blue Vipers in attacking the Cavern of Emlexigar. Let's build up what we want in the Awakening, which will be the Stone Walls, Shrine of Assyrian, and probably the Elven Craftsman. And we will carry on down to the Blood Swamps.
Feel my power.
Gonna take some attrition, I think. Actually, not taking any attrition.
I serve the king.
And Aramir here, I think he's got to help out with this siege. So let's move him over here. We'll get the marks of the old one to attack.
I serve the king.
And they're actually going to fall back. So we're going to jump in there for now. Now this Lizardmen intervention is actually neutral towards us. Hopefully it doesn't declare. We can probably kill off this army on a defense. So we're going to wait until they attack us. Yolanda can now assault Thrice Curse Peak, and we're going to take this over. Very tempted to auto-resolve, but I know that I'll lose a couple of units, so we're going to quick save it, and we're going to fight it on the battle map. So we'll use the Star Dragons to just burn a few units into the ground, then we will use our archers to kill off the rest. Now it's actually a choke point battle, which is interesting, but it shouldn't be too much of a problem. Yolanda herself is pretty damn powerful, and we do have a good mage with us as well. So with that in mind, we should be able to complete this rather well. We will start the deployment. Just going to keep all of our infantry just together, and we'll use primarily our archers in front to do the damage. We also have the Silver Helms with shields that can do a lot of damage. Let's start the battle. They're all clumped up down here. And it looks like they're going to charge towards us, so let's have the Phoenix Guard line up in front of our archers. We'll have the spearmen on the flanks. And for all of these we need to go no skirmish. Lovely jubbly. Right. Those Silver Helms on the right, those on that one on the left. Get the Star Dragons to fly up, get Yolanda up. And we do have this wonderful mage who we're gonna heal up one of these Star Dragons. And And they are in range, so our archers should be able to fire. Let's go and burn some of these quarrelers into the ground. And we'll have the Silver Helms go out wide. Alright, we should probably take out their range forces first, including actually the Rangers with great weapons. We need to kill them because they're going to absolutely annihilate my dragons otherwise. We'll take them out first. Then I'm going to switch targets onto the quarrelers. Cool. And we'll have the Silver Helms come in and attack those quarrelers. Okay. Good stuff. And with that done, we can focus down some other units. Maybe take out the Longbeards with that Star Dragon. Should also be continuing to heal up the Star Dragons with our High Mage, so we'll do that. We need to take care of this little unit here. Okay, good stuff. Pretty much job done. Just burn the Longbeards into the ground. And we'll have Yolanja run down Groth Ironbrow. Probably going to target Glum True Eye as well, with these Star Dragons there. That should make them break, and I'm probably just going to end the battle as soon as I can. There we go. We will end the battle there, and that's a decisive victory. Fantastic. Avenger says it would be nice if there was an option to default the units into guard position. Yeah, there is an option. There is an option in the options in order to set to guard position from the start. But skirmish is sometimes very useful, and I don't always want them in guard. Like, guard's useful if you want them to chase them down. That's a decisive victory, and we are just going to occupy it.
The cat-eye on me.
And that will give us Thrice Cursed Peak, which is great. We've occupied the entire province, which allows us to give a commandment, and we don't have any corruption here. So the best bet would be to go for the extra tax rate or the Rebuild Lost Splendor. I think we'll go for the Rebuild Lost Splendor. I'm actually going to take away the colonnade maybe and rebuild the walls there instead. We're getting quite a nice amount of replenishment now, which is good. So that looks to have been well worth doing. Yolanja can now get herself a Great Eagle as well. And our mage also leveled up. She can get probably Earthing. The other thing actually is probably an Elven Steed, just so that she can move around quite fast. We don't want her to get caught out if we can help it. So that's the spine of Sotek Dwarves almost dealt with. I believe their last settlement is here at the mortuary of Zulaka. So if we use Aramir to kill off Hugrim Red Axe, that will be their last settlement and we can destroy it. So that will get rid of the dwarves for good. Then we're going to be looking at fighting this army Vashnar's conquest at some point. And we also need to take back the Altar of Horned Rat. So maybe I'll get Yolanda to roll on through to the mortuary of Zulaka and take that out, whilst Aramir deals with the Altar of the Horned Rat, although I feel like Aramir could go to the mortuary and then back to the altar. The other thing we can do is, because Teclis is coming down, he can go to the altar instead. There's a lot of ways we could do it. I just need an army that's going to head back up north. And that should be Westara's army soon. But I'm still having a bit of a predicament here. Tempted to get another Star Dragon, honestly. Not sure we have the time. And this army is already going to be pretty badass with the Dragon Princes. We have the imminent rebellion that jungles the Green Mist as well, so we're going to be having to deal with that. And that will have to be all for this turn. Let's move on to the next one. So Lothan does have quite a few large armies about, so it'll be interesting to see if they can regain some land from either Scaling or Naggarond. Since Scaling has two huge armies there. The only good thing about it being Scaling that's actually made quite a lot of ground is that they're very easy to auto-resolve against, which I'm sure the Lothan armies will take advantage of. Like, the AI loves that. Another army coming down from Naggarond though. And there's another one as well. We might actually try and kill the High Elf intervention there. Did the Cult of Pleasure take that province, or that settlement in my province? Because that would be rather frustrating. I wanted to go back and recolonize that at some point. I guess it would take me a while to do so, but I don't want them to get the top of that. Is the High Elf intervention going to jump on the water? They are. They're going to go straight across. Wow, they're going deep into Naggarond territory. The Lizardmen intervention is still coming down.
Greetings.
Where are they going? I have no idea.
In a civil manner befitting.
Right, non-aggression pact. We'll take that with Tor Elasor. It's funny how the Knights of the Flame have disintegrated as well, isn't it? They were doing quite well until they decided to basically attack the other continent. But here we have an underway interception against Hugrim Redax. Now, since it's an underway interception, the actual balance bar is really far in our favour, which should be something that we should take advantage of. But I feel like, in the spirit of things, we should quick save this and fight it on the battle map. I haven't really played an underway battle yet in Warhammer 2, so I have no idea what the new maps look like in the underway.